In this video, we are going to learn in under the linear algebra, which is for Gauss-Seidel method. So, previous two video we have seen for Gauss elimination and for Gauss-Jordan method, which we can able to solve the system of equation by using the matrix format. Here also we are going to solve the system of equation, but it's supposed to be in terms of your iterative method. Okay. So, the Gauss-Seidel method, the first step, you are supposed to check the given system of equation whether it is linearly, that linear equation supposed to be diagonally dominant. So there is a condition for the iterative method to solve the system of equation. So what is diagonally dominant is nothing but the coefficient, okay, the coefficient of that unknown you are supposed to take the modulus of a11, which is supposed to be greater than of modulus of 12 plus modulus of a13, and similar for a22, which is greater than of a21 plus modulus of a23, and similar for a33, modulus of a33 should be greater than of a31 plus a32. So if the condition is getting satisfied, according to this condition we need to arrange your equation, which is called as an diagonally dominant. After, you are supposed to do the problem by using your iterative method. Okay, so explanation we will see from the problem itself to understand much about your Gauss-Seidel method. So the first problem, solve the following system of equation by Gauss-Seidel method, which is 10x plus y plus z is equal to 12, x plus 10y plus z is equal to 12, then x plus y plus 10z is equal to 12. The first step, what is that? Whether it is arranged as a diagonally dominant. Yeah, what is that condition? Modulus of a11 is nothing but 10 should be greater than of modulus of a12 plus modulus of a13. Yeah, so 10 is greater than of 2. So first condition is satisfied. You can see the second condition also similar, a22 then 1 plus 1, right? So same way it will come for a22 and for a33 also, isn't it? So all the three equation is diagonally dominant. So directly you can go for the solution part. The equations are diagonally dominant and the equations are put in the following form. So from the first equation, I'm going to keep only for 10x in the left side. So what I will get, I'll be having 10x is equal to 12. Then y and z I'm taking to the other side, y minus z. Then you can write it x is equal to 1 by 10 of 12 minus y minus z. Okay, that is what written here. That I can consider as an equation number 1. Similar, you can go for a second equation. Same way I can able to do that, isn't it? So y will have 1 by 10 of 12 minus x minus z. I'm going to make it equation number 2. And then next one, what is that? You will be having z is equal to 1 by 10 of 12 minus x minus y. This I'm going to make equation number 3. So we can start your iteration. So the trial solution, what I'm going to make her x, y, z as an initial value, I'm going to replace as in 0. So what will happen in the first iteration, x of 1 value will give x of 1 is equal to 1 by 10 of 12 minus 0 minus 0, isn't it? That will give 1.2. Okay. And then y of 1, what is that? 1 by 10 of 12 minus 1.2 minus 0, which will be 1.08. Okay. And next you can go with z of 1. What I have done it, immediate substitution. Okay. So y, which is we are calculating y value, z is equal to 0, but x of 1 was available. That's what I has written 1.2. Similar, it's coming for here z of 1. So 1 by 10 of 12 minus 1.2 minus, what is that? I'm going to replace x of 1 and y of 1 to get your z of 1. That is what has done. Okay. Then now using the first iteration, I can go for my second iteration as an initial value. You can take it here x1, x of 1, y of 1 and z of 1. So second iteration, x of 2 is equal to 1 by 10 of 12 minus 1.08 minus 0.978, which will give 0.978. 0.9948. You can see here, to calculate your x of 2, I have the previous recent value you're supposed to take. So what is the recent value? I have y of 1 and z of 1. Okay. So that value you can substitute. I'll get 0.9948. Similar for your y of 2. Substitute x of 2 and also your z of 1. So I'll get 1.00332. And you can go for your z of 2. You can substitute here. What is that? Y of 2 and x of 2. You will get your z of 2 value. Now what you are going to do? Have to use your second iteration value and can get your third iteration. Before that, compare your first iteration value of x, y, z to the second iteration of your x, y, z. Whether at least minimum 3 decimal, whether it is matching it. No, it is entire value is changing. So I am going to do the one more iteration. So what is that? X of 3. Substitute here y of 2 and z of 2. I got my x of 3 answer is 0.99965. It's coming for here y of 3. Then substitute your x of 3 and for z of 2 value. You'll get 1.0002. And z of 3 will give 1 by 10 of 12 minus 0.99965 minus 1.0002, which is give 1.403. Okay. Now you can see second and third iteration whether it is matching. I have 2 decimal is getting matched for everything, right? So to make it some more accuracy, I'm going to use one more iteration, x of 4, which will be giving almost near to 1. Okay, by substituting z of 3 and for y of 3. It's coming for y of 4. You can substitute here. What is that? X of 4 value, then z of 3 value. I'll get for 0.999, which is also approximately 1. Similar, z of 4 I can substitute. I got answer is 1. So the end of the problem, you can write it here. X, y, z value is 1, 1, 1. Okay. So we'll go for one more problems. So it is for employ Gauss-Seidel iteration method to solve 5x plus 2y plus z is equal to 12, x plus 4y plus 2z equal to 15, x plus 2y plus 5z is equal to 20. Carry out 4 iteration taking the initial approximations to the solution as 103. So compared to previous question, this question is little different. What is that? The question is asked to do only up to 4 iteration and also the initial value, that means which you have assumed x, y, z is 0. Here you are supposed to take x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 3. Okay. Using that we are going to start your iteration. The first step, whether it is diagonally dominant. Yeah, 5 is equal, modulus of 5 is greater than of 3. Yes, here also 4 is greater than of 3, 5 is greater than of 3. So it is diagonally dominant. So you can start your first iteration. From the first equation, I can write x of 1 as 1 by 5 of 12 minus 2x minus 3y, right? So substitute your value, x value, y value is 0 and z value is 3, right? From this equation, 5x is equal to 12 minus 2y then minus z. That's what is written. It is directly substituted here, y value and z value. It's coming for y of 1. You can substitute here x of 1 value and what is that? Y value which is given in the question. I got is 1.8. Then z of 1 I can use together of your x of 1, y of 1 value. I'll get 2.92. Now coming for your second iteration. What is that? X of 2 is 1 by 5. 12 minus 2 of 1.8 and 2.92, which is 1.096. And your y of 2 value you can substitute. I'll get for 2.016. Then z of 2 I'll be having 1 by 5 of 20 minus what is that? X of 2 and y of 2 answer. Then simplification I am getting 2.974. So obviously the first and second iteration was not getting matched. I have to do my third iteration. So x of 3 will be having, by using your y of 2 and z of 2, I got it 0.99872. Substitute in that equation. Similar, y of 3, substitute your x of 3 value as well as you have to substitute your z of 2 answer, right? And simplification, I'll get 2.01312. And your z of 3, what is that? 1 by 5 of 20 minus x of 3, then minus 2 into y of 3. So the answer is 2.995. So compare, only the first decimal is getting matched. Okay, so I can go for the further iteration. So one more iteration I can go. My x of 4, by substituting here y of 3 and z of 3, I got 0.99575. Then y of 4 is 15 minus 0.99575 minus 2 into 2.995, which is 2.003562. And for z of 4, I can substitute x of 4 and y of 4 value. I am getting it 2.999424. So the question is asked to do only the 4 iteration, and you can stop up to this. You can write your conclusion. What after the end of the 4th iteration, what is their x value? I got it 0.9958 and y value 2.0036 and z value 2.994. Okay, so this is for your Gauss-Seidel method. Okay, thank you.